Hi, pink dinosaurs. I hope you all had a good weekend. Last week, we read this book, The Three Bears. And today, I'm going to tell you that story again from my memory. I'm gonna try and remember what was in that book and tell it to you. And at the end, I thought we could make up a new ending to the story. Does that sound good? Okay. You might have also noticed that I have two bears and one giraffe. I brought some toys from school home so I could show you, but I didn't have three bears. I had one great big bear, I had one middle-sized giraffe, and I had one tiny small bear, right? So they're gonna help us tell the story a little bit. Okay, so the three bears. Once upon a time, there were three bears, and they lived in a house in the woods. One morning, they made some porridge to eat, but it was too, do you remember? It was too hot. That's right, it was too hot. So they decided to go on a walk in the woods while the porridge cooled. While they were walking, there was a little girl. Do you remember her name? That's right, Goldilocks. Goldilocks went into their house while they were gone, and she saw the porridge on the table. First, she tasted the porridge of the great big bear, right? She ate some. Oh, it was too hot. That's right. Then she tasted the porridge of the middle-sized bear. Ooh, but it was too cold. That's right. Then she tasted the porridge of the tiny bear, and it wasn't too hot, and it wasn't too cold. It was just right. So she ate it all up. Can you eat it up like Goldilocks? That's right. Then she went into the living room, the parlor, where they had three chairs. 1, 2, 3. One was the great big bear's chair, and she sat on it and she said, "That's too hard." It wasn't comfortable. So then she sat on the chair of the middle-sized bear, but it was too soft. It was soft, but she didn't like it. It was too soft. Then she sat on the chair of the little wee bear, and she liked it so much that she rocked and boom! The chair broke and she fell down to the ground. Oh my goodness. Then she went into the bedroom, and there were three beds. That's right. There was the great big bed and the middle-sized bed and the small bed, the tiny bed. And first she lay down on the bear of the great big bed, but it was too high at the head. That means when she lay down, her head was up like this, and she didn't like it. Then she lay down on the bed of the middle-sized bear, and it was too high at the foot. That means when she lays down, her feet were up high like this, and she didn't like that either. Then she laid down on the bed of the little wee bear, and it wasn't too high at the head and it wasn't too high at the foot. It was just right. So she laid down and fell asleep. And then the bears came back, right? They came into their house and they saw that someone had been eating their porridge, right? What does the great big bear say? "Someone's been eating my porridge." And the middle-sized bear says, "Someone's been eating my porridge." And the tiny bear says, "Someone's been eating my porridge," and they ate it all up. Oh my goodness. Then they went into the living room, into the parlor, and there were three chairs, right? Papa Bear saw that someone had been sitting in his chair, and he said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." And then Mama Bear, the middle-sized bear, said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." And the little wee bear said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair," and they sat right through it. Someone broke it. Who was it? Who was it? It was Goldilocks. Oh my goodness. Then they went and they sat on, Then, I have to remember what comes next. Where does she go? The bedroom, right? She went into the bedroom, and the three bears, they go into the bedroom too. And Papa Bear, or the great big bear, says, "Someone's been laying in my bed," said the great big bear. And the middle-sized bear says, "Someone's been laying in my bed." And the tiny bear, he says, "Someone's been laying in my bed," and there she is. It was Goldilocks. she woke up, right? And in this book, she runs away. She's very scared. She runs away from the three bears. But now is when we get to use our imagination. So we're gonna think, what else could have happened in that story? Okay, so I'm gonna think. In my story, Goldilocks wakes up and she sees the three bears all looking at her. And she starts to feel very bad, right? Because she broke a chair, she ate all their porridge, she went into their house without asking. So she says to the bears, "I'm sorry, bears. I came into your house without asking. Can I help you make more porridge?" And the bears, at first, they're a little angry, right? Because she came into their house, like we said, without asking, and she ate their porridge, and she broke one of their chairs. But then they thought about it, and they said, "Yes, you can help us make porridge." And they went downstairs, and they all made porridge together, and they ate it, and Goldilocks said she was sorry again, and they all became friends. Isn't that nice? That's a different ending to the story. So now what I want you to do is come up with your own ending to the story, okay? Make up a new way for it to end. So maybe Goldilocks wakes up and instead of feeling scared, she, maybe she knows the bears. Maybe she goes to school with the itty bitty bear and she knows him from before. So I don't know, we'll have to think. We'll all have to think of our own endings to the story, and I want you to think of it, and you can draw a picture of it, and maybe someone at your house can help you write it down. I'd love to hear your different endings to the three bears. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.